I'm Jimmy Carr and welcome to Distraction, where we ask contestants to answer questions while we try to distract them. Essentially, they have to do two things at once. And talking of doing two things at once, it's a very common male fantasy to have two women at the same time. One to cook, one to clean, I think. Right, well, on that note, let's meet our contestants. Michael, Susan, Tony, Molly, lovely to have you here. I'd like to get to know you a little bit better before we play the game. Right, let's kick off with you, Michael. I'm going to ask you a question. Which one of your fellow contestants describes themselves as a slutty drunk?
I'd say Molly.
You would... Well, do you know what, Michael? You're absolutely right. Yeah! So, Molly, you describe yourself as a slutty drunk?
After a wine cooler or two, you know.
After a wine cooler or two?
Mm-hmm.
Two?
2 wine coolers.
Well, I'm not even on a budget. This sounds fantastic. Right, Molly.
Okay.
Which one of your fellow contestants lists their main hobby as humping?
Michael.
You're wrong. It is, in fact, Tony.
Oh, Tony.
Now, you said that your least favourite physical feature is your...
I think it was my nuts.
Yes, you said your least favourite physical feature was your balls.
We call those bearded prunes here.
You call them...
Bearded prunes.
Bearded prunes.
Bearded prunes.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's a new low for distraction. That is an achievement, my friend. That is an achievement. Tony, who, out of Michael and Susan, is scared of dwarves?
Michael.
Well, you're right. Michael, you got beaten up by a midget.
Yes. I worked a bouncer at a nightclub, and he was fighting somebody, and I had to break him up. You know, these guys are, like, strong. And he turned around and hit me straight in the nuts. I was laid out.
Do you know what, Michael? A little piece of advice for you. The next time you come across a midget in a fight, yeah? Can you do this for me? Can you do that? Do that. Do that for me. Flaming around. That's all you need to know about midget defence.
Yeah, true.
One final question for you, Michael.
Yes.
Susan is a dominatrix. True or false?
I have to say true.
You are absolutely right.
Yeah.
So, do you spank people?
Yeah.
And they hand over money?
Yeah.
I thought my job was easy. That's a joy.
It's a good job.
This is... you know what the amazing thing about you is, Susan? You're not the most perverted person in our lineup.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, those are our contestants. Let's get on with playing the game. Bring out the catapults. These are your catapult buzzers. Every time you think you know the answer to a question, you've just got to pull the lever of the catapult, and then you'll get something interesting in your face. Right, bring in the ammo.
Right.
We're going to load up the catapult with cream pies. All the questions in this round are about comedy films because pies in the face, it's a staple of slapstick. OK, so I'm going to give you a quote from a comedy film. You just have to tell me what film that came from, OK? When you think you know the answer, buzz in. Is everyone clear on the rules?
Clear.
Yeah.
OK. Stay classy, San Diego.
Oh!
Molly.
Anchorman.
That is the correct answer. Come on, Molly. It's not the worst thing you've had in your face, is it?
That's hard.
Next question. You all ready? I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me? Molly.
Meet the parents?
Correct. So, what about some mustard? Is it just an English thing that when you have cream pie you often have a little bit of mustard on it? Okay. I'm a zit. Get it? Tony?
Animal House.
Correct.
Jim Belushi.
Molly, do you like mustard?
Got a spitter.
We are the knights who say knee. Susan.
Monty Python, Search for the Holy Grail.
Correct. I think maybe some honey. What do you think, guys? Honey. Okay, next question. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Molly?
Wedding Crashers.
The Wedding Crashers is the correct answer, Molly. Molly, I've got to say, your cleavage looks like a war zone. A little bit of rice, why not? Next question. Have you ever seen a grown man naked? Michael. Airplane. Correct. Dude, we are sucky boyfriends. Susan.
Dude, where's my car?
That is the correct answer. Okay, let's pop that in. Okay. Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. Michael.
Back to the Future.
Correct. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round. You all look amazing. Let's have a look at the scores. Well, I can tell you that Molly, you've done extremely well. You've got 3. Michael or Susan got 2. Tony, I'm afraid we're going to have to say goodbye to you. You look a bit like a superhero. It's like you're wearing a mask. The red masked devil. Tony, the bad news is you don't get to play anymore. The good news is you don't have to play anymore. A round of applause for Tony. Well, we have to take a break now.